Welcome to my live program. I am so excited to be here. Let me turn on some light here. There we go. I am so excited to be here with my garden. Yes, as you can see, I am indoors and this is my garden. I'm going to turn the light off. Just for a moment, so you can see this lovely indoor garden. I'm excited because, let's push it back so you see the whole thing. As you can see, yes, it is on wheels. That is the beautiful part about this garden. It is on wheels, you guys. So let me explain a little bit to you about how I went to gardening. I used to garden indoors. That was a really big part of my life. And I enjoyed gardening indoors. I'm going to try to find some pictures because back then there were not a lot of systems, as far as putting out your information on social media. So I have pictures, but I've got to find what hard drive they're on. And I had a huge garden the size of a tennis court. It started as a 10 by 10. And the reason I got into gardening was because I started juicing 3 to 4 times a day. That juicing turned into a love for my own food because I saw how expensive it was inside of the store. That's why I want to take you to Gardening 101. It became very apparent to me that you have to grow your own food. So we're going to make this short and sweet because I know you guys do not have all the time in the world to sit here and listen to me ramble on, but we're going to get to it. Check out this garden here. It is filled with 20 different plants. Well, some are duplicates, like I have 2 of the green onions. I've got 2 of the celery, and I'm going to go ahead and shave this off because we're going to talk a little bit about how you grow indoors. I've got a video that you're going to see that actually shows how I put this system together. It was super easy. My friend's grandkids put this together. So that's 101. When you start gardening, don't go with something complicated, something that you know you are not going to stick with. For me, I have sciatica. So gardening like I used to is not an option. So that's the first tip I tell people. Find a gardening system that fits your lifestyle. Some people may enjoy container gardening. That's great if it works for them. Some people may enjoy this aeroponic vertical growing system. If it works for you, that's great. And then others prefer in the ground, in the soil, raised beds. You have a variety of ways to grow. You can trellis it up a wall, whatever fits you. That is the first tip. Find a system of growing that works for you and your lifestyle. I don't have the time nor the strong back to be able to pull hoses, set up watering systems, and do all of this stuff. And I really don't want to be outside doing all that stuff. So I do grow outdoors, but this again is my indoor system. Now, the other beautiful thing that I'm going to tell you when it comes to gardening, the second tip is, if you want to grow indoors, is find a system that supports itself. Like this system, I have a pump that pumps the water, so this waters itself. Again, I don't have the time to take care of a plant and do that right there. I killed 11 snake plants. Nobody kills those. Like, I can grow food, but I can't grow flowers and stuff like that. But I got a peach tree outside. I can grow food. I stick with what I know. But this is a beautiful way of growing because number 2 is a beginner gardener. Maybe you don't have a watering schedule. Maybe you don't really know how to do a watering schedule. Maybe you want something that you just want the food. You don't want all the work. This is perfect for that because you hook it up to a pump that comes with the system. All of that comes with it. It's literally putting little pieces together. You just drop these on top of each other. Put the lights on if you choose to do lights. And then you turn on the watering system. Every 15 minutes, it cycles on for 15, off for 15. It's actually very relaxing if you have it on. It's not interrupting. It's not noisy. It's actually a good conversation piece. It's very peaceful and tranquil. We sleep right through it, and it does not interrupt our sleep at all. It probably helps, actually. People have that water sound when they go to sleep. This would be perfect. That is the number 2 thing that is good for beginner gardeners, is that you don't have to water it and there's no cumbersome watering system that goes with it. Next, you have the lights. So I want to gently move my celery out of the way and you can see the timer. There's a timer already built on here to where the lights come on and off. I've unplugged them because it's hard to see me and it's hard to see you guys with that light on, but it's very bright and it provides the light that this needs. Now you can make up your own lighting system. That is just fine. But for me, again, I'm all about easy and what works. This is patented. It was at Epcot Center. It is in many restaurants. I just put them in like 18 schools in the classroom. That's huge. We're teaching our young people how to start growing their food earlier and earlier and earlier. Not waiting until they're older and have disease and are sick and on blood pressure medicine and all of these medicines to say, oh, now I need to make a change. We're starting early, helping them to understand the beauty of growing food yourself and eating in a healthy manner. That is the second tip. The third tip is for beginner gardeners, why you would love this system is, I know for me, I always had to build the nutrients up in my system. So I made compost. I still make compost because I grow things outside like potatoes and onions that have to be in the soil. They need room to spread. Now, I make my own compost. But when I don't have enough compost, where do you have to get the compost from? I either have to go to a open yard field that my county has where they give it to us for free, and I have to, yes, get a shovel and put it in the back of my truck and then take it in my backyard and then dump it, or I have someone deliver it, then I have to get a wheelbarrow, shovel, back-breaking work, right? Or you go to one of the lawn and garden stores and you get bags of compost, you gotta drop them on your thing and pull the buggy, put them in your car, take them out your car, then open them up and put them in your garden. You're tired before you even get started of planting the food, right? I mean, usually my fingers hurt, my toes hurt, my back hurts, everything hurts, and I have not even planted the food yet. So that is the other number 3 tip I'm going to tell new gardeners. Those are the 3 things. Find a system that works for you. Find one that waters itself, and find one where you can actually feed the water with nutrients. Yes. So you get 2 bottles. One is A and B. I just didn't pull the B one up because they're pretty heavy. But you just put like a cup of these in there every time you fill up the water. Depending on what I grow, if I grow a bunch of cauliflower or tomatoes, they're going to suck up a lot of water, right? Cucumbers, they're going to take a lot of water. So I will be refilling this 20-gallon tank a lot faster than if I just grew herbs or microgreens or lettuces and things like that. Things that didn't take a lot of water. Things that did not take a lot of water. So again, you mix up the things that you grow. The root system in here is beautiful. That's the beautiful thing you can see about your garden. You can actually see the roots, how healthy your plant is. I've never been able to see that when I garden in the ground. But I hope this was helpful. Come back for more. Be sure to subscribe and be sure to check out some of my other videos. I'm going to keep them nice and informative and short. And please leave a comment below. Any questions that you have or anything you would like me to cover next about this indoor gardening system. Spring is on its way. We're going to be headed out to the outside and how we garden outdoors vertically and soil-free coming up next. Be sure to not miss those videos. Click the notifications button and subscribe. Thank you so much. Enjoy.